Alright fuckers, welcome to the Football Manager 2019 Hearts Career Mode. This video took a bit longer than I anticipated to be uploaded. Just haven't had the time to record it, but finally we are here. Finally we're in charge of Hearts and we have replaced Craig Levein. Now that seems a little bit harsh considering he was top of the league, but unlucky Craig, you're out, I'm in, and I'm here to stop something you could not stop, and that is Celtic's 10 in a row. I've only got 3 seasons to do it, and hopefully I can do it in the first season, but let's not get too carried away. So it's great to be here at Tynecastle. Now, I did originally say that I didn't want to go Hearts in all 3 football games this season, PES 2018, FIFA 19 and Football Manager 2018, but I reconsidered and I thought, you know what, for the first year ever, it might be interesting if I go Hearts in all 3, and then I can compare, you know, which series I did the best in. So I'm not doing too well at FIFA. I'm doing even worse at PES. So it shouldn't be too difficult here to start and get off to a good start on Football Manager, considering I'm doing shit in the other 2. So we've been welcomed to Hearts by Anne Budge. The board would like to assure you that you can rely on their full backing. Great man, hand me 200 million right now. And they're looking forward to working with you. In terms of your contract with the club, you've been given a deal until May 2019. I would die for 3,800. I mean, I'd probably settle for 380 quid a week, but it is what it is. Assistant manager Austin McPhee is responsible for offloading players that you've placed on the unwanted list. And head of youth development Roger Arnott will look to loan out these players, those placed on the development list. Staff members from previous regime have been retained, but they will all accept the mutual termination of their contracts should you wish to bring in your own backroom. I don't have a backroom team. I've never managed a club before. I think we'll just keep the guys that are currently at the club. In order to aid with the transition, and Budge, the club's chairman, and your assistant manager, Austin McPhee, would like to hold meetings with you regarding the club, its history, the delegation of staff responsibilities. Well, I'm actually pretty good with the club history. I don't think we'll bother with that. The board have delegated the various responsibilities around the club to what we believe your preferred setup to be. You are, however, welcome to change these at any time, so I think we'll go ahead and skip that. I might meet the assistant manager, just to meet him for the first time. So, hi Jamie, I'm Austin McPhee, your assistant manager. I've got some questions to ask you regarding the day-to-day running of the team. Firstly, before we talk about team policies, do you want to arrange an Nah, we don't. Okay, I won't schedule the friendly. Would you like to send me the summary, send me your idea, your thoughts, your opinions on the squad, why not? Meeting with the rest of the staff. I'm familiar with the team here, I would like to provide, sure man, sure, why not? Would you like to help me with any tasks? I'm not sure if we want any help with any of this stuff. I think we'll contact you at a later date, Austin. So, we're done with that. We've got the team report induction. So let's see strengths. The goalkeepers in the team are far from eccentric. Christoph Berra is one of 6 good options at centre back. There's a number of youth prospects, including Jamie Brandon, Marcus Godinho and Anthony McDonald. Danny Amankwa is one of 4 good options on the left wing, or right wing even. Got midfield depth, goalkeeper's good, defence is good. What is our weaknesses though? Overall depth, there's not a great deal of quality depth outside of the first team amongst players currently at the club. That could be a problem, but oh my god, there's an even bigger problem. Transfer budget, a balance of £0 means there is little to no flexibility in the transfer market. We've got a lack of depth at goalkeeper, defence, left back, right back. The wage budget's pish. Everything's a weakness basically. The whole club's fucked. That's basically what I'm getting here from this team report by Austin McPhee. So we've got some players here in the last year of the contract, but we're not going to check that out yet. We're going to go and have a quick look at the club history for people that maybe aren't Hearts fans, and then we'll have a look at the expectations, the media predictions, then we'll have a look at the squad, and then I'll set up and show you what tactics I plan on using for the first game. Okay, so as you know, we play at Tynecastle, over 20,000 capacity. It was just done up recently, so I'd like to think the stadium condition is good. Finances are okay. General information, really, yeah. We've got the Edinburgh Derby, Rangers and Celtic are our rivals. £22 season ticket. I wish it's not £22 average ticket. Season ticket's $3.50. Got 14,000 season ticket holders, which is very good. I'd like to increase that number, but to do that, we're probably going to have to deliver on the pitch. And if we have a successful season, then we could well get more than 14,000 next year, and that will help with the finances and with the money. There's no real news yet, although Craig Levein has left the club. Here is the facilities. Under soil heating, yes. Training ground. We've got a very good training ground. Our youth facilities are fantastic, so we might not have the money, but we definitely have the youth facilities, so I might focus more on youth in this career mode rather than bringing in our own players. Affiliates, we don't have any, but I think I want to get one, especially a senior one. I'm also going to look for, us to be a parent club, but I want to look for a parent club for us because I just think that it would help us get players that we can't get on our own. We agree that such an affiliation will allow us to sign better players. So Anne Budge is on. Anne Budge agrees, that's fantastic. And then also we'll look for a club to loan players out to. Yeah, there you go, and she's happy with that. So hopefully we're going to get 2 clubs, a feeder club and a parent club. And this is what Hearts have won in their history. I mean, not the most titles in the world, but it's still pretty impressive. 4 Ladbrokes Premierships, 8 Scottish Cups, 4 Betfred Cups, and 2 Ladbrokes Championships. So I'm hoping to be adding to these titles relatively soon. This season, I want to be realistic. Perhaps we could get a decent cup run, maybe win a cup. I know we're not going to, well, I wouldn't say I know we're not going to win the league, but it would be very hard to challenge Celtic. So if we can try and get top 3, get a Europa League spot for next year, that is going to be the aim that I'm going with. So let's see, what if the board, job security is stable, and Budge says she's never going to leave the club unless she dies, of course, and then she kind of has to leave. So yeah, man, the transfer budget is 0, and we don't have a lot of wages to spend either, so funds are pretty tight. We've got over 2 million in the bank though, which is good. We did lose almost 40 grand this month though, but I think that's because there's been no friendlies, so there's been no real way of income. Hopefully once the season gets underway, we'll come back to this and we'll check how we're doing in terms of income and money coming into the season. Season ticket, 2.3 million. That's quite a lot of money. Season tickets, and you've got sponsors, 500,000 as well, so not too bad there in terms of the income. What is the projection? So, projection, we actually reckon we're going to, by the end of the 2020-21 season, we could have 9.76 million in the bank. I really hope so. That remains to be seen, but I guess if we can keep the wage budget down, if we can, get into Europe, keep the season ticket sales up, then it definitely could happen. We're not going to be bringing in any transfers. I have no idea who this guy is, but whatever. I wanted to have a look at the transfer budget 0, so it was actually correct. I thought it was taking the piss, but we've actually got nothing. We've got just over 2,000 in wage budget available to spend, but I'll talk about the wage budget in a second. What else are we going to look at? I think it showed you signings. Yeah, so I want to have a quick look at this. Now, this is all the signings. I haven't personally made these, but Hearts have made these, obviously, for this season coming. So, there you go. Everybody here coming in. Players like Colin Doyle, Stephen McLean, Faye St Johnston, Slamal came in, Bozanic came in, Haring, Ollie Lee, Ikepezu, Sean Clare, Dikamona, Craig White and for Dundee. Obviously, we've got Naismith, Jimmy Dunn, and Dimitri Mitchell in on loan. And then we had a bunch of players leave out on loan in here. You can see them all listed here. Got players like Ryan Edwards, who we just bought and we've loaned them out. Seems kind of strange. Got Connor Salmon, and the list goes on and on and on. Now, why that might be important is I've decided to disable the transfer window for the summer transfer because I want it to be realistic. The game has already added the new transfers in, so I just thought that it would be a more representation of real life. So that is why I've done that. But we might actually need to make signings because I'll show you the squad in a minute. And yeah, that might be a slight problem, but for now, we're not going to be able to make any signings, but I think we've got a decent enough squad. The only thing that worries me is injuries. Speaking of injuries, they do actually carry over from from real life, which I don't agree with, but it's the way the game's doing it. So we'll have a quick look at the squad. Got 2 goalkeepers, Doyle and Slamal. I think Slamal will be my number 1. We'll probably play Doyle in the cup games, but if Slamal's not up to standards, if he's not performing, then Doyle can come in. Right back options seem pretty scarce. We've only got Michael Smith. He is 3 stars. He's not a bad player, but I would have just liked someone else as well, you know. But it is what it is. Centre backs got Aaron Hughes, who is pretty old now. This might be his last season. Christoph Berra, he's currently injured. 4 stars. Peter Haring, he's 3 stars, 3.5 star potential. Jimmy Dunn, great player, we've got on loan at the moment. He's currently 3 stars, but he's got 5-star potential. Permanent deal at the end of the season. So if we've got any money, that is what I'm going to try and spend it on. But he's only valued at 900k, so it is possible. I mean, we could probably get him, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. But that is my main target, getting him on a permanent deal. I've got Dikamona. He's probably a better player in real life than he is in the game. Only 2.5 stars, ain't going to improve. Got John Suter, legend, going to be a great player, there's no doubt about it. 4 stars, 5-star potential. Ben Garuccio, decent left back. Dimitri Mitchell, he will be our main threat at left back. 5-star potential too on loan. Then you've got Jume, Mulroney's on loan. Ollie Lee, Bozanic, Mulroney, Amankwa, Morrison, who again should be a great player for us. Only 18 years old. He's 2.5 star, but he's got 5-star potential. We've got Stephen Naismith, who we've got on loan. I'd love to get him on a permanent deal too. Sean Clare, he's got 5-star ability as well. Only 21. He's going to get better and better. Currently valued at 500k. And should be a really good player, to be honest. He can play in a number of positions, so really looking forward to using him. Steve McLean, who we got on loan. Got Ikepesu, who we've got. Craig Whiting, who's got pretty good 4-star potential as well. So that is the team. And like, it's a decent team, but if injuries come into play, then we could be struggling. I think strikers will be fine. We've got 4 strikers, plus if you add in Stevie Naismith, that is 5. Sean Clare as well, that is 6. So, I mean, striker department, we should be fine. The midfield as well. Perhaps the middle of the field, we could be a little bit stretched, but in terms of out wide, we seem to have decent players. The left back position, probably our strongest position with Mitchell and Garuccio. The centre backs are okay. I would love to have Berra back, obviously, as soon as possible, but we'll go into that in a wee minute, and it's not going to be a good. The right back, Michael Smith, we maybe try and promote someone for the reserves at under 18s, and the goalkeepers seem to be okay. So, I mean, I think it's a pretty strong squad, but obviously injuries could fuck us up. Media prediction for this season is 5th place. That is where I thought we'd finish in real life. I predicted 5th place for us this season. Obviously, how the season started, I kind of changed my prediction. I think we'll get 3rd now. But, I mean, if we get 5th in this, I'm not going to be bitterly disappointed, but I will be a little upset, because I would like to at least try and challenge Hibs, Aberdeen, and maybe Rangers. So, that is that. We'll go to the medical centre. Just want to show you what I was talking about here. So, where are we? Injury history. Yeah, so, as I was saying, the injuries that have happened in real life actually carry over into the game. So, even though the game is starting on the 25th of June, and these players weren't injured on the 25th of June, the injuries do carry over. So, for example, if Naismith was injured for 10 months, when you start the game, he would be injured for 10 months, which doesn't seem fair. Even, you know what I mean? If he got injured, say, 2 months ago, and he had a 10-month injury, when you start the game, he'd be out for 8 months because he's already served 2 of the months in real life. So that's how it works, which is fairly disappointing, because without having Berra and Juhum, it's not ideal, man. 2 major players for us, and they're going to be out for at least half a year, so it's not good, guys. It is actually very shit. But what can we do? That's what happens when you get injuries. Now, this is why it might not be ideal that the transfer window is not on, but we'll try our best. We'll fight through it. We'll just have to promote young boys from the reserves. Now, speaking of young boys, I think we've got quite a lot of talent here in the under-18s, so I'm going to look here. Where's the reserves? We're going to have a look at the reserves first. So yeah, obviously in the reserves, we've got likes of Anthony McDonald, Jamie Brandon, Chris Hamilton, and Ewan Henderson out on loan, Harry Cochrane. And I'm definitely going to go ahead and promote these guys. Or maybe not Jamie Brandon because he's injured. He's going to be out for 67 months as well. Holy shit, that is... I think we'll promote him to the front team anyway because we only have one right back. But it kind of sucks that he's not going to be available. So we'll move Anthony McDonald to the senior squad. And we'll also move Harry Cochrane to the senior squad too. So that is two improvements straight away to the first team. Alright guys, so here is some facts about our current squad. So the youngest player we've got is Harry Cochrane, 17 years old, 62 days. And he's the youngest player in the Ladbrokes Premiership, which is kind of funny. Oldest player is Aaron Hughes. He's nearly 39 years old. And funnily enough, he is also the oldest player in the Ladbrokes Premiership. So we've got the youngest and the oldest. Average age of our squad is 25. 1 year younger than the average age of the Ladbrokes Premiership in general. Shortest player is Ben Gruccio and Sean Ward. Only 171 centimetres, so we do have a team that's not too small, to be honest, because you got Oliver Hamilton, 159 centimetres. That is a midget, so even our shortest players aren't actually that small, which is pretty interesting. Got Colin Doyle, 169 centimetres. Celtic have Connor Hazard, 199. He must be a giant. We're above the average height as well, so that's pretty good too. Average weight, we're 2 kilograms above the average weight. Our top earner, Sean Clare, $5 a week. Top earner is 2 Rangers players. So really, Rangers with all their financial difficulties are actually paying their players more money than Celtic. I find that strange. Lowest earner is Jay Sandison. Fucking no idea who that is. Average wage at the club is 1.1k. And the average wage in the Premier League is 1.6k. Highest cap player, Aaron Hughes, and he's the highest cap player in the league. Average caps for our team is 6, which is 3 higher than the league. Domestic player bias is 73%. Nationalities represented is 14, there's 49 in total in the Ladbrokes Premiership. Current internationals, we've got 3, Celtic have 14. So Celtic dominating all the international stats. Our tenure at the club is 0 days. Longest reigning manager is Derek McInnes with 5 years and 79 days. Alright guys, I was going to end the episode with showing you the tactics that I plan on using, but with the friendlies and Betfred Cup coming up, I'm probably going to be experimenting, so we'll probably just leave that here, and instead I will show you the schedule. So we've got friendlies coming up against Sparta Prague and Spartak Moscow at Tynecastle. Going to be 2 tough games, but it should get us some revenue in with the home attendance. And then we have the Betfred Cup Group H, and we were drawn with Queen's Park, Annan Athletic, Berwick Rangers, and Morton. So, not the difficult of groups. I would definitely expect us to get through that, but I do intend on playing mostly young lads, at least in the group stage. And then if we get through, I might, put out a stronger team in the knockout stages. But like I said, we've got a talented young squad. We've got the best training facilities in the league. And we need to use it because we do not have a lot of funds, as the bank account said so, with £0. So that's going to do it, guys. Like I say, the transfer window is off. There'll be no signing, so we're just going to have to make do with what we've got. Should be more fun though, should be more challenging. And I will see you for the next episode, where we will be ready to play our first game of the Betfred Cup against Queen's Park. Hopefully, we arrive there with a couple of nice results against Sparta Prague and Spartak Moscow. A lot of confidence in the squad, and yeah, I'm just hoping for a fantastic season. So let me know down again. Look, Jesus Christ, my dog just licked me. Let me know down below in the comment section, what do you think our chances are this season in the league? Do you think we can have a decent cup run here? How do you think we're going to get on in the friendlies? Just let me know all your predictions down below. Thanks for watching. Remember to leave a like, and until next time, peace. Moon the Jambos.